500 money. And do we see an immortal? No, maybe he's just building an observer, not too sure. So kind of a stalemate situation here, who no one wants to really make a move. Looks like a sneaky probe there, not really accomplishing anything. It looks like, okay, just waiting for somebody to make a move. Okay, I thought immortals, but because it looks like Whitera is going to build just Colossi. And if Mana needs to hang in there, he'll need to run away once the first Colossus is out. And his follow-up from this is to... Ooh, yeah, he's just on 4 gates. That's the problem with 4 whip gate, is that you get them up. You can afford the expansion, but you can't really attack after that. You can only afford the expansion. So here comes the first Colossus from Whitera. Very soon, building Zealots now, because they're very gas-intensive. So, yeah, he did have to build Zealots. And if we look at the unit count, it'd be interesting to see right now. Even probes, 7 to 3. Zealots 4 to 7, and you know who's leading that is Mana. But pretty soon, Whitera is going to have the Colossus, and Mana is just must be feeling good because he's like, yes, I've got another base up now, and he decides to go home. He's done. He basically did what he needed to do, and he's solidified an economic lead. If we look at the see the income tab, Mana is ahead a little bit, but the army tab is favoring Whitera. Don't forget, Whitera did get those early, he did get the early lead with, you know, killing off a Stalker and a bunch of units, and a couple of probes. Whitera did. Now Whitera pushing, is confident he's going to, looks like supply block Mana. Ooh, that's very, very bad. Mana is now 68 out of 60 supply. Mana building a robotics facility, but it's late. Whitera's hand has been shown, and I think that Mana is not going to be able, isn't going to have enough thanks to the Colossi. We will just have to see. Maybe these Stalkers can do a miracle. Guardian Shield going up, Colossi stepping on the force fields. These Zealots are taking a lot of damage. Whitera's got to be careful not to lose this Colossi, because it is what's keeping him alive, what's allowing him to be aggressive here. More Stalkers on the way. Mana having to use probes now, and we can see the power of the Colossus. Beats even a 2-base Protoss, but it is a 2-base Protoss. It did come from 4 gates, so it's not quite 2-base Protoss. And now we're just kind of waiting for the GG from Mana, or are we? Sorry about that little flipping around with the thing you do. It looks like this Colossus is going to hang in there, and this pylon is going to get shot down. What are these sentries going to do? I'm not really too sure. Second Colossus now on the way. These Zealots of Manas are going to keep eating away, and I think that it is now game over. Actually, if you look at the base of Whitera, is going to be mined out soon, so he's got to win with this push. Maybe move this Colossus back, that would be good. He's going to attack the production facilities, or maybe the probes. No. Looks like GG from Mouse Mana. So, yeah, it's hard to be the aggressor on the 4 warp gate push. You got to get up the ramp and survive. It's kind of, but, you know, if you can do it, it can be really good. A correct response to that could be either 4-gate or 2-gate Robo. Or as we can see, just 3-gate Robo, hold it off with sentries, and then get the Colossus out. So, yeah, there you go. Thank you, Whitera, for showing us how to hold a 4-warp-gate push. And that'll be it for me. I'm HyperGalaxy. Do enjoy your day, and good gaming. This is a StarCraft 2 commentary with HyperGalaxy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am bringing you Duckloadra on Shattered Temple. Not Lost Temple, it is Shattered Temple, because the Lost Temple was shattered. Probably. Something like that. Anyway, Duckload is on the top. He is red, and he's Protoss, facing Mouse Mana. Both excellent players, and Mana probably very good against Protoss. His weakest race is Terran, for sure. But excellent players playing in the BD tournament, a $6,000 prize pool. I'm not actually sure who won the tournament, but this is one game from their series, Whitera, the 9 pylon, and Nier is a simulator, and I would expect to see about the same from Mana. And so, what do I think about the patch, the new patch? Well, not much. I'm sad that the Kadiran Amulet is gone because they play Protoss. And I agree with Husky. He says, well, I wish Protoss had more upgrades, because Terran has like so many upgrades, and even Zerg has quite a few upgrades. But Protoss, they just keep, you know, you got Blink, Charge, Storm, and yeah, that's it. You know, sure, there are a few others, like for your mothership and stuff, but whatever. Okay, so this is a Protoss versus Protoss, and because these are close positions, we could probably expect to see a short game. And actually, Protoss versus Protoss, they're always generally short games. You usually don't see macro games in this mirror matchup. because it's usually like Colossus, early Colossus, which wins the day, or it is. Oh, you know what? This is a little unusual. That Mana is actually scouting cross map rather than close positions. Usually, because it's not only closer for your probe, you get the information faster. Also, knowing close positions is important because close ground positions, you are going to be in danger if you're trying something that takes time. So, Mana's going to scout here now. And honestly, could have guessed where Whitera was, considering how quickly Whitera's probe came into his base. So, Mana does know where Whitera is now for sure. And it's possible that Mana's build is just contingent on, maybe he wants it to be close, maybe he's worried about being far away. I'm not really sure. Anyway, so back to the game. Yeah, this matchup is generally, 4-gate or 3-gate blink, or, just things like that. And it's usually like a technique or one thing which is meant to end the game, and it usually does. If you watched the GSL of MC versus some other guy's name, he kind of like 4-0'd or 3-0'd the guy, or maybe he was 4-1. I forgot that, but anyway, MC just like did 4-gate the whole time, and this was GSL, so we'll just have to see what we have here. Looks like Whitera and Mana, they're both chrono boosting their cybernetic score. And one thing about this map is that this ramp is small, so the one who's 4-gating and being aggressive is going to have a harder time. Ooh, it looks like Whitera building an early second gateway. Or no, not so early. No, actually, it's a normal time. I was actually thinking about another build. And Whitera has a probe here, very sneaky. Mana doesn't seem too worried about that. Here are the 4 gates from Mana. It looks like they're kind of being supported by only one pylon, which is a little dangerous. I don't see a second gas from Mana, but Whitera does have a second gas coming. So the difference in their build so far is that Whitera's warp gates are going to be a little bit later. However, he does have a second gas on the way. Looks like Mana is going to be the aggressor here, already making it a pylon. And does Whitera see it? He doesn't see it, but we can definitely tell, because when you're on one gas and 4-gate, that means you're going to be aggressive, get out lots of zealots and stalkers, and try and get up that ramp. Now, Whitera needs to get a sentry out. I'm surprised that usually your second unit is a sentry and not a stalker. So he's going to have to get a sentry out soon. Let's hope he does. Here comes Mana's push, and Whitera not quite aware of it just yet. Okay, here it comes. Everyone's 4 warp gates are done, but okay, good. Whitera does have some sentries. And one stalker getting caught there, gonna get shot down. The zealot is down to shields. Good start out for Whitera. Looks like those sentries got down, got a few shots off, and Mana's got to continue to be aggressive. He needs to build a pylon maybe up here. And it is now 36/34 food with Whitera in the lead. A robotics facility now coming down for Whitera. Interesting choice to build a robo facility. Maybe he wants to build some immortals. Usually, you can only support... Oh, look, he only has 3 warp gates. I did not notice that. I just assumed it was 4. So my bad. Let's get back into the game. Looks like, Whitera is holding this off with sentries, no problem. He's going to go down a little impatient. He's got to be careful. He baited Mana into doing a force field, and that's huge because Mana is only on 1 gas still, as we can see, so that force field was the only force field he had. Now Whitera doesn't actually know that, so Whitera can go down there and probably take care of this force, but he doesn't know that that's the only force field he had. Ooh, but another sentry is on the way. Whitera is holding on tight. Looks like an expansion for Mana, knowing his 4 warp gate push did not win it, and so what's going to happen now is Mana's going to try and keep Whitera pinned on 1 base, but Whitera is going to get an immortal right now. Looks like Whitera is at about